going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today, very excited to bring you guys episode 2 of our Madden 25 Pink Slip series. Now, if you missed any of my uploads this week, between episode 1 and today, you would have missed out why we haven't had pink slips. Madden released a title update this week, and anytime Madden updates, it completely breaks all the mods. All the mods, every mod made for Madden needs to be retooled and fixed to work with the newest version of Madden. It's very annoying considering this update, all it seems to have do is just like adds this battle pass thing for Ultimate Team, which is incredibly annoying for franchise players, but it breaks my freaking mod. And I had to wait, which sucks, but had plenty of time in to sift through all the comments on episode 1 of Pink Slips. You guys had some great ideas, some great suggestions, because this, at the end of the day, is a community-ran series. It only works, it's only fun the more you guys interact, because there's times that you guys got to vote on players, you got to vote on punishments, and everything in between. So we do have a couple ideas and suggestions that I do want to highlight from the comments in episode 1, which I'll show you guys in just 1 second, and then we're going to get into the fallout from episode 1. We see, as you can see up there, we beat the Cleveland Browns, beat the brakes off them. And with that, we had a huge victory that you guys had to vote on what players we were stealing away from the Browns. And you guys came through with the top community suggestion, which is, I wouldn't have done it, but I think it's, you know, this is going to be your guys' team. You guys are going to help me build it, for better or for worse. But before we get into that upgrade, let's talk about how I'm going to be revamping some of our rules and scoring based off of your guys' feedback from episode 1. The first change I want to highlight from the comments, I don't know how I've never had this option in Pink Slip. Someone said, C4, if the old hog mollies up front, the O-lineman protect the quarterback. And in this case, Tom Brady's jersey at the end of a victory is clean. We should reward that. So if 0 sacks allowed is now going to be worth a half star. I don't know how I've never had this type of scoring at any point over the last 7-8 years we've done Pink Slips, but it is here now, and it will be a fixture of scoring going forward. The second small tweak to scoring, which I think just makes a whole lot of sense. For an example, the Cleveland Browns win, right? It was a 5.5 star performance. We can only cash in the 5 stars because there's just, beyond that, the void. There's been no scoring for that. And I'm not going to retroactively apply it, but here going forward, any additional stars that we earn, because sometimes you win big enough, you might get 6 stars, 7 stars. Any star above 5 for scoring will go right into our bank stars for the upcoming draft. Now for suggestions to the wheel, we have one addition to the winner's wheel, and it's just another way to bank stars for the draft. If we roll plus 5 bank stars, it gives us a full 5 star that we'll be able to use and cheese to anybody that is available within that price point for the upcoming draft class. So then we're going to look at the loser wheel. And I think very simply enough, if you have a way to gain 5 bank stars on the winner wheel, you should have now an option where you can lose 5 bank stars on the loser wheel. We added an Al Davis selection. I love this pick. We are the Raiders. Al Davis obviously kind of memed himself late as a general manager, just drafting speed, the Darius Hayward Bays of the world. So what will happen here? It's a wild card because this could be a bad roll, loser wheel roll, that turns into a good pick. Because with this, our highest pick, first round, if it's a first rounder, we'll say hypothetically we do have our first round, we roll the Al Davis pick, has to be the fastest 40-yard dash time at the combine, regardless of player, regardless of position. If it's a good player, we get that good player. If it's a bad player, we have to draft that bad player. And the way that this turns into a punishment, more so, is that we are locked into having to draft the fastest player. We can't use any of our bank stars. We could have 7, 8 bank stars looking at that first round, looking at Andrew Luck as our new franchise quarterback, just hypothetically speaking. But if we roll the Al Davis pick, that first round pick now has to just be the fastest guy possible, and we can't cash in our bank stars till our second round pick. So it's an extra punishment / kind of wild card chance it ends up being a good player. I love the selection, and I quickly added this to the loser wheel. So fellas, that is all we're going to do for updating the scoring and rules and all that different stuff from the feedback on episode 1. But keep throwing your suggestions in the comment section below. If you come up with a banger idea, I will include it in episode 3 and any changes that you guys want to see. But speaking of, I mean, this is a community ran series, and we ended last episode with a big win. 38-24. Belt to ass type victory, outdueling Demaryius Russell and the Cleveland Browns. It ended up being a 5-star performance, and you guys had to vote on what players we were going to steal away from the Cleveland Browns. Surprisingly, even though we had Joe Hayden, the 22 22-year-old superstar dev lockdown corner with an immensely high ceiling up for grabs. This is where I would have went. I go with what you guys want to see. And you guys voted completely different. So as opposed to using our 20-point upgrade on Joe Hayden and banking an additional star. So for the upgrade, you guys went with Jars' selection here, which was quantity over the pure quality of just getting Joe Hayden. We're going to be getting 3 upgrades across offense and defense, which I think overall, big picture, not a bad decision whatsoever. So we only end up spending 18 of our 20-point upgrade, which allows us to bank 1 star, because stars are worth 2 points of upgrade. That can be kick and add to our draft pile. So right now, as of 4 weeks into the season, we have 3 stars banked for the upcoming draft. Our upgrades are as such. We send Arthur Moats, who's just depth pass rusher, and we bring in Jabal Sheard, the rookie hidden dev pass rusher, speed rusher. There we go. We now have an absolute user on the defensive line now. Yes, I am that type of casual. We then take Braylon Edwards, who's, solid veteran. Kind of was a notable name. But, I mean, we already have the legend. We already have, like, a known old guy on the team in Terrell Owens, who's been our wide receiver 1. And with that, we bring back, actually, an original Raider that I had to trade off this roster when I was making the Pink Slips roster. And that is Jacoby Ford, who is as pink slippy as he gets. 24 years old, has his best football ahead of him. 75 normal dev, but he has 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 96 agility. And the fact of the matter is, as far as our starting wide receivers are concerned, we don't have that traditional pink slips deep threat, and we now have that in the addition of Jacoby Ford. And the last upgrade is 3 points. We're sending Gary Barnage to bring in Jordan Cameron, 70 overall tight end, and he just gives us a little bit more juice than what we had with Gary Barnage. But it's now official, and I appreciate you guys for all the votes, and really, again, this is how the series works. Like the last time we did pink slips, it ended up having, like, the votes would have 17 people. Like, it just completely fell off. The more you guys engage, I think the better this series is going to be. So I very much appreciate all the awesome feedback and support in the comments on episode number 1. Let's keep that strong, because this is, it always will be a passion project type series. It's never going to do, from a views and monetary standpoint, as good as me spending my time doing rebuilds and stuff like that. But as long as there's interest and you guys keep the hype going for this series, I will continue to do this all the way. If we keep it strong, I'll play this till Madden 26 if you guys want to see it and you continue to support it the way we did episode 1. So as we look ahead at our week 5 matchup against the Denver Broncos, we have a breakout scenario again on the defensive side of the ball. Had a breakout scenario in the last episode for Tom Nelson at safety. Unfortunately, we're unable to capitalize on that scenario, and I wonder if this would be a follow-up to that. Nope. Coach Gruden is talking to, I don't know who this is. Buster Scrine. TFL, forced fumble or sack. Gets his dev trade upgrade. Okay. I'm going to a quick scouting report on the Broncos roster to see who they have as their top players, but maybe also to see who could be in upgrade range. This is Von Miller's rookie campaign, so there's pretty much no scenario where you can get him. Oh my God, I would absolutely waste scoring if we could to bring in Brian Dawkins, even if it's only for 1 year. But looking at the bottom side of the roster, looking for players, they got Brady Quinn down there, absolute bust. We're looking for players. Julius Thomas would be a very interesting option at tight end, even though we just upgraded it. You could probably make the argument he probably has a dev trait. Actually, might as well look. You got Noshawn Moreno in the backfield. I mean, I'll tell you what. I would absolutely change position. He would, I don't know, fullback, running back, power back, tight end. Yes. Yes, I would. You got Zane Beadles. I mean, honestly, I'm in the business of, like, if you have a portrait, I've heard it. Chris Harris would be a huge get. Eddie Royal brings pink slip speed, 95 speed, 97 acceleration. You got Eric Decker there as well. So some outstanding upgrades potentially up for grabs here if we can beat the Broncos in a divisional rivalry matchup. No answer. John Henderson, the ageless wonder, getting after it. 3rd sack of the quarter. Let's go, Mariani. Come on, can someone make a play? As bad as the Brown. Split him. go! Let's go! The white guy. Of course Tom Brady finds the white guy. Finally, dagger. Thought this was about to be a what offense sucks the least type of game. But Tom Brady heats up. Perfect pass. The value of having a 99 overall quarterback at this stage of pink slips can't be understated. Oh. There you go. All right. Saw that one coming. And if we win, that could be a potential future Raider right there in Eddie Royal. That was fast. What a ball by Tebow. I love Tebow probably more than any content creator on the YouTube space. That did not have enough wobble for a Tim Tebow deep ball. Oh boy, Tom Brady's X Factor is enabled. And that is man-to-man on Jacoby Ford. Easy. Would have been nice for the touchdown, to be honest, for pink scoring, but all right, sure. Simeon punches in. Justin Forsett needs 1 yard, and the line blocks incredibly well. And we respond after the defense was pretty pathetic on the last drive. Oh, my God. Oh, we go, big hit. Eric Decker should have came down with that. What I did do on the depth chart is I made Taylor Mays one of our sub linebackers. I'm never going to use her as safety. So I feel like having someone like that in the middle of the field, like that's going to be way more value to our squad than having him play deep safety. And there is the 4th sack of the first half for this Raiders defense. Nope. Punt. No chance. Now that could be one of those ones that you just say it's a TFL and not a sack. Either way, hell of a blitz by Tavares Good and T Good, 7th floor crew member. Oh my God, maybe we should have went Joe Hayden, fellas. Just give up on the fucking play, come on! Come on, I gotta hit at least one of these in the first half. Doesn't have to be a touchdown. Let's just let Jacoby Ford get a chance. Yes! Donnie Avery long touchdown for the Broncos. Jacoby Ford in his debut long touchdown for the Raiders. Oh, it feels good having at least like that option. Break glass in case of emergency. Our defense can't stop anything. Their defense can't stop anything. The difference is they got Tebow, we got Tom Brady. We need to win this game. Man, we're going to have at least some pink scoring for sacks by the end of this game. Mariani in the slot. T.O. going deep. Or getting planted in the turf. Like Chris Harris Jr. on a nickel blitz. Got another sack. John Henderson. That's his 2nd of the game. Half-star pink scoring. Oh, there's Bell sheared. Oh, no way. Tebow. Brutal. There we go. Get home right there. Ah, let's go. Jump ball sheared. Think that should be his 2nd sack. More pink scoring. Suck it, Tebow. Oh, the blocking at the top. Great blocking by the wide receiver. Hell yeah. That's Jacoby Ford. That's what I love to see. What an effort. MVP of that play. Try to get Justin Forsett in for his 2nd rushing touchdown, which would be pink scoring. We're going to fall down the blockers. Easy does it. And the Raiders double their lead. Oh, no, come on, jeez. No comment. Not available for comment on that one. 34, what was that? My 2 players. My guy tackles my other guy. Ooh, okay, this could be a good play. A lot of options. All about what that safety does back there. There you go. Welcome to Pink Slips, Jordan Cameron. Life's a lot sweeter over here than on the Browns. I believe that is the third passing touchdown of the day for Tom Brady, giving him half-star pink scoring. We're getting pretty close to 300 yards passing, which would also add some more score to our total. Great ball there, though. Give me that pick. Buster. Oh, the breakout! Oh, we should have just took a knee, but that should be the breakout scenario for Buster Skrine to get him the dev trade increase. Thank you, Tim Tebow. I was literally about to say, man, we got Tebow quarterback. All due respect, should be a game we get some turnovers as well. Just terrible throw. Just chucks it up. Getting hit. Decker wasn't even turned around. Go again. Go yard. Oh, we got it. I don't know if he got both feet in. I think he did. Oh, we're running it up. Give me my 5-star. Give me my 5-star right now. Another one. Just, I feel bad. I feel sad for him. How bad this offensive line is for the Broncos. Like, they might own 17 on the cards. Oh, Demaryius Thomas. Garbage time. It's affecting our scoring. I think that cost us some stars. Unless we can get the ball back. I'm going to try to be aggressive here. Go get it! Ah. I don't know. Maybe we'll come down to it. Maybe that Demaryius Thomas garbage time touchdown doesn't end up costing us. Either way, John Gruden very happy, as we will at minimum be getting some players from the Broncos. But did Tom Brady and company do enough to get back-to-back 5-star wins here in year 2 as a below 70 overall team? Oh boy, we got a doozy. So we won the game, and we won by 14 on the dot. That gives us a 1.5 just from the score. Looking at our player performances, Tom Brady was, I mean, again, I think in hindsight, we might see that Broncos team be the worst team in the game. Tom Brady, for going over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, gets a full star. Justin Forsett, for going over 100 yards and having 2 touchdowns, gets a full star. Jacoby Ford, for going over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, gets a full star. Jordan Cameron in his debut, going over 100 yards, gives us a half-star scoring. The defense is where it gets ugly. Marvin Austin, 3 TFLs and 2 sacks, 1 star. Jabal Sheard, 3 TFLs, 2 sacks, 1 star. We got 2 sacks from John Henderson, which is a half-star scoring. We get the interception from Buster Skrine, which is a half-star in scoring and should likely be a dev trait increase for his scenario. It ends up being an 8-star performance. So what we're going to do, it's a 5-star, spin the wheel, and we're going to be able to bank those 3 additional stars, 6, 7, and 8, and put that towards our bank pool of draft stars for the end of the offseason. So first things is first, we got to talk about Buster Skrine and his breakout scenario. Coach Gruden, what? We didn't. Wait, what? A DB with a breakout scenario gets an interception. We didn't read the fine print. God damn it! Okay, well let's get that into some good news here as we get to spin the 5-star wheel. Now the bad news is that because it's the first gameplay of the episode, I need these upgrades for the remaining 3 games that we're going to do, so I can't wait to the comments and to decide what we are going to use. But I will try my best to make the most informed decision possible. What are we looking for? I mean, there's nothing there. There's not one bad option at this point. I guess the banking 5 draft stars at this point in time wouldn't be... I need players now that can help us down the stretch. But what we do get is orange juice, which what this rule means is 1 player on our squad, offense, defense, special teams, I guess, will be able to get +2 to every single physical attribute. So ideally, that's going to go towards a player that we really want to see be faster. So I had a tough decision to make with our upgrades. I end up spending 9 of the 10 points. There's no real way to, like, reward us that extra 1 upgrade point. I don't really think. I think it's just kind of the cost of doing business with you. But we're able to spend 9. One of the upgrades, very easy, very automatic. We're spending 6 of our 10 to send Periscock 66 normal to get Chris Harris Jr. 72 hidden dev rookie. Don't know what the dev trade is, but I think it might be fair to be optimistic that's not just a star dev. He was a very, very good corner for quite some time. And our secondary has been butt cheeks, as shown by the splash plays that Tim Tebow was able to get in that game. So that is a huge upgrade at a gigantic position indeed. Instantly becomes our top corner. The bad news, in a way, is Jacoby Ford was awesome. He was exactly what the offense needed with his prolific speed. He's pink slips to his core, where he's not necessarily a big name established player, but he's the perfect amount of cheese for this series. However, when we have the opportunity for only 3-point upgrade to get the late, great Demaryius Thomas, who within his own regard, 6'3", 230 pounds, superstar dev, and he's, you know, the same hemisphere of speed. We don't have the same acceleration, but 96 speed, 95 jumping. He is also a very pink slippy wide receiver, and I think I don't know. I think because I'm controlling this myself, I don't get to pull the room. I think this would still be the right decision. There's no way to maximize the 10. The 9 is as close as I could get. We were 1 point off of being able to add Julius Thomas, the 64 overall tight end. Just didn't have enough points. So we're going to make this trade and welcome Demaryius Thomas and Chris Harris Jr. to Pink Slips. And appreciate everything Jacoby Ford did in this one game. And honestly, I think the winner of the wheel spin, the orange juice, let's feed it now into our undisputed wide receiver #1 in Demaryius Thomas. +2 to all of his physical attributes. So that upgrade takes him from a 77 up to a 79 overall. We now have 98 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 agility, 97 jumping. We upgraded his strength and his change of direction as well. Stamina, everything. We'll get a little bit of love. And that just makes him that much more overpowered and kind of more so brings him more in line with the pure speed that we lost in this upgrade by sending away Jacoby Ford. Next piece of business is we get our first Player of the Week performance for Tom Brady, and how we handle Player of the Weeks. I used to not award any scoring, but then it kept coming in the comments. T4, you got to do something when you get a Player of the Week performance. So what we decided on last year is that anytime a player got a Player of the Week, we could spend 2 points in any non-physical attribute. So for a quarterback, we can't adjust speed, acceleration, throw power, but we can show a little TLC to some of Tom Brady's accuracy elements, which are almost all 99s anyways, but we do always want to find a way to reward when we get a Player of the Week performance. So for Tom Brady, I'm going to put both those points in and give him 84 throw on the run. Let's get a breakout scenario on the defensive side of the ball again after missing on Buster Scry. Well, it must have been like, what, TFL or PBU, something that just had nothing to do with interception, which is brutal for a DB. But now we get one for Marvin Austin, our 92 acceleration D tackle. And I think with all these guys that are sub 70 overall, we go with the easiest goal possible. So we get Marvin Austin 3 total tackles and 1 TFL. We'll get him off his normal dev trade. No big, we're just going against probably the best roster in the game right now in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're pissed off because they're 2-3 and underperforming. Look at the Steelers roster. They got James Harrison as their best player. Got Mike Wallace, Troy Polamalu, Pouncey, Woodley, Ben Roethlisberger, Ryan Clark, Casey Hansen. I got the ABs there. They got the big names. But for us, again, we want to look more so at the bottom end of the roster, guys that would be realistically upgradable for our squad. Not much. I mean, Heath Miller at tight end, he's 28. You got Jeremy Shockey, one of my favorite tight ends growing up. Manuel Sanders at 75. You know, if we win big enough, he has some pink slip speed, 94 speed, 95 acceleration, but I don't know. This would be not the best route, nowhere near the kind of players that could potentially be up for grabs that we had in that Broncos game. Well, that right. First drive, we know we're the severe underdogs. Pittsburgh might be the best team, but we got a juiced up Demaryius Thomas looking to make an impressive debut. What a ball from Brady. Back to it. Oh! Field goal? Oh, we got to go for this. In their territory, we got a limp dick kicker. It's better than punting it from your opponent's 38. I'd rather go down on my sword. I have a feeling this one's going to be a rough one. No comment. Look how beautiful. Oh, Jordan Cameron. Shout out to everyone that voted on bringing him. You know what? In hindsight, especially after last game's big debut for a lot of our new players, I think like we're getting more out of these guys than if we just went Joe Hayden with that one big upgrade from the Browns. So kudos to the comments for doing what's best for the series. These guys are playmakers. And we wouldn't have got Demaryius Thomas if we didn't get Jacoby Ford. So it's like cause and effect as well. Take the points. BG! That's 4th and 1 short. Did we hold them? I mean, if I'm them, I'm going for this. Super long field goal from the logo. They don't got Boswell. This might be a shank and give us good out. Never mind. Absolutely fucking nails it. He's not the law man. He just enforced it. 39. Man, 4 down territory. I feel like we're going to have to go for it one of these times. Versus taking a 3. I'm gonna lie, I thought Tom Brady and his infinite wisdom would lead that. You're talking the DB that was right there, right? Just lead it to the guy that's getting ready to run behind him. Throw it with anticipation. I guess that was way too much. Because that looks like a terrible pick. But clearly what I just said, if you look at the replay, hopefully give me the replay, what I said makes sense. Look, see 87. Throw it to the outside shoulder 24. Have 87 keep running to the pylon. Why does 87 slow down? Fuck. Jordan Cameron's the only guy that's getting the football now. Demaryius Thomas making me look like a goddamn jackass in episode 2. I'm going to remember that. Oh, yeah, he's just got to house this one as well. All right, cool. Well, we're not exposed to losing any players. Still, our team's a 75 overall, so that's a positive. Like, even my fast guys aren't running past. They're not fast guys. Like, this is the one thing against this Steelers team. Not fast. They're just like that old school, grindy, you know. They got dogs. Like, Troy Polamalu was never a burner. We got speed, and even our speed is just not working at all. Oh. I haven't been able to sniff on Ben Roethlisberger. And if it's not immediately, if we're not running like a slant, bubble, a screen pass, like there's just, you step back, one Mississippi, no steamboats. No chance, man. Absolutely no chance. I'll take one more shot here, and then if not, we'll get into next week. Hats out to the Steelers, man. It's a standard. That's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to build a super team like this. Yeah. Tom Brady's only got sacked twice on that play. 2 guys got 1 full sack. Get me out of this shit. Congrats to the Steelers. So we had fallouts here. Marvin Austin breakout scenario. Unfortunately, I mean, hey, any XP for that embarrassing of a performance. And it wasn't really that embarrassing for the defense. They scored 27 points. 14 of them were spotted by pick sixes. And we also have to follow up here with Buster Scrine. Has part 2 of his breakout scenario. Coach thinks he has potential to break out. Well, we'll take 4,500 XP. Just out of nowhere. All right, now John Gruden's under the fire. Talking about his play call. And obviously, Gruden, offensive mastermind. What are we about to be quizzed here? Which stat are we talking about? How many first downs you average per game? I don't know. 10? I'm going to say higher than 10. That's right! Do we get anything from that? Your morale is increased by 5 and you earn 7 stat points. Well, I had a 50% chance to get that one right. Let's go. So game 3 of our quadruple header is against the 2-3 LA Rams, who are pretty good, but I mean, they're in the ballpark of the teams that we've been able to compete with. Take a look at the Rams at this time. They got James Laurinaitis, Steven Jackson, Donnie Bagg of Bones Jones, Rolando McClain, who we had to give up, unfortunately, due to pink slip rules. Chris Long is there as well. But looking at the guys that are in like the 60s and 70s, who could potentially be up for grabs. You got Darian Stewart, Michael Ho'o Mano Nawudui. Not seeing a lot of interesting names here. Like Bradford, I guess. I mean, we don't need a quarterback. Danny Amendola. I mean, Danny Amendola would be a Tom Brady top request, I'll tell you that. Maybe Robert Quinn. Like, that would be superstar 77 rookie. That's who I'd want. We'd have to have a big-time game, though, to get that. Defensively, man. Let's get some stops. Let's get some turnovers. Let's get some plays here. Let's see something that we saw against the Broncos. Please, get off your blocks. Pressure the quarterback into making mistakes. Oh, yeah, cool. We just got Jabal sheared in coverage again. Come on, let's go. You got to make that play, dude. That's your one play in the playbook right now, Demaryius Thomas. Win in a straight line. Ooh, let's go, Justin Forsett. Running hard today. That's Robert Quinn. He just got hawked by an edge rusher. And he leaves my guys in the dust. Is that Robert Quinn? All right, yep. Okay. It's a great way to start your Saturday, right? I got pink slips working. The mod's fixed. Oh, actually, you're just gonna fucking hate your life. Start off Saturday. Start off a great weekend. God, dude. We're just gonna lose a foot race to fucking Sam Bradford. Long sleeve Sammy himself. Those sleeves aren't long enough. I gotta get the modders in here. Make those sleeves go past his elbows. And then just three of my guys stand there. No, you just... I actually want to see that coverage. I throw that. That's a pick six. Easy. Look, I threw 4 guys there and one. Demaryius Thomas, no safety over top. Yeah, he's get a little bit of cushion there. I'm going to throw it up, give you a chance. Psych. Not going to have to run a naked mile by getting 0 points, but there's just no chance, man. Absolutely incredibly one-sided. And our team honestly has to take a long look at themselves. Long, hard look at ourselves. All right, so the final game is just against the Kansas City Chiefs. So their offense has an advantage against our defense. Good to know. Thanks for that, Tips. Why did that need a cutscene? We're just going to have everyone sit down. Let's talk about the Chiefs, fellas. We know that we've scored 6 points and been outscored 70-6 the last 2 games, and we're just trying to go up against Chiefs. We got Chris Harris Jr., new to the team this episode. We got to figure out how to deal with it. We're going to need to tackling, I suppose. Let's make sure our DBs wrap them up. The only thing saving us is we know the Chiefs are the Chiefs under the hood in Madden, but the roster at least is not nearly as overpowered. Still have some dogs, man. Derek Johnson, Tom Bahali, Jamal Charles, who I'm hoping at some point once we're really good, like that's the ultimate pink slips running back right there that exists. 98 speed, 90, like probably one of the fastest running backs, like him and Chris Johnson. Eric Berry, you got Dwayne Bowe there, Justin Houston on his rookie contract. What do we got more so for guys that could be up for grabs? You got Jonathan Baldwin. That was when the Chiefs drafted busts. He was terrible. They got Brett Favre there for some reason. I'm not gonna lie though, there's just Dexter McCluster could be fun. Running back, 92 speed, 96 acceleration, 95 agility. He was dynamic. He's pink slips to the core. You got Rodney Hudson, Probably has, what, a dev trade on the O-line? Okay, he could be up for grabs. Oh, my God, dude. It's unbelievable. There's not even nothing to challenge. That was just a 69 overall running back running into a superstar linebacker. We're going to booth review that. And give me it back! Home cooking! There's no way that was clear as a day of fumble. All right, appreciate it. All right, something quick, something quick. Owens, T.O., middle of the field. Demaryius Thomas wins. Safe grab, not even look for yards of the catch. Get the first down, move the chains. I mean, we've had the ball the whole first quarter. You know, that's by 1,000 cuts. Wish we had the big play. But big play is caught. Big play, trying to get the big play. He's got a 6 points and a bunch of turnovers in the last 2 games. So go with a more methodical approach. Maybe this is what we need. Oh, Demaryius Thomas is in. And that is our first touchdown in 2 games. Feels nice. Come on. Oh, my God, a chance. Brett Favre, old-ass Brett Favre at quarterback. There we go, pile driver. That's bend, don't break. Again, really unable to, find the explosives. But we are nickel and diming our way to get some more points before halftime. That'd be a win. Boom, T.O. Yards after catch. Oh, 1 missed tackle away. Got him. Methodical. Tom Brady's favorite guy on the team. Ooh, what a play call. On the play action. Go! Mariani! That might be the first play action completion we've had all year. And it goes 80 some yards. Beautiful man. You're a beautiful man. There we go. And what was this last 2 games? We're actually sniffing on the quarterback. T good, linebacker blitz. Helps also, it's Brett Favre. He's a 70 overall. He's 40 years old. But still, it's been nothing. We've had nothing for 2 whole games in a row. That was, oh no. That was kind of ridiculous. What a play. Taylor Mays meeting Jamal Charles in the backfield. 3rd and 10. Oh, we're doing what the Rams and Steelers have done to us. You can't even let a play develop. We're right in his face. Desperation mode. 4th and 10. I mean, they don't get this. We're going to be right in prime position to score more points. Let's go Jabal Sheard. Oh, we're dropping in coverage. Oh, what? Let me go, BG. Go! Oh, you got to pick that up and run with it. Defensive touchdown is picks. Oh. You know what? Happy. Take it as it comes. Could have been worse. Oh, we should have went B. We had, run him over. Dude, this is... So we can compete, honestly beat the shit out of bad teams, and then we just have no chance against the good teams. I think that's how it's going to be. Oh. Let's go. Marvin Austin, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it feels nice to get, finish this thing up with a win. You guys are going to be able to vote on what it is. I have no idea what the scoring is. It feels like it was a dominant one, but I don't necessarily think we had stacked enough points to get a 5-star, but we could be surprised. Anytime you beat Kansas City, though, knowing how overpowered they are in real life, feels good. Suck it, Andy. Go Gruden. All right, today to look at the score. We won the game, and we won by 21 plus. So that gives us 2 stars right off the bat. For individual performances, Tom Brady with 4 passing touchdowns is a 0.5 star. Just missed scoring there from Justin Forsett. That's rough. Mariani going over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns is 1 full star for him. And on the defensive side of the ball, all we got is Jabal Shear with his 3 sacks, gives us a half star. All in all, 4-star performance gives us a +8 upgrade. So you're not always going to get crazy upgrades. The fact of the matter is, it takes 2 to tango, and if the roster that we're going and we're trying to steal players from doesn't have a lot of guys in our range, especially where we are as a low-rated team, you got to take modest gains if that's how you want to handle it. But we also have the option, reminder, to bank our stars, don't get any player upgrades, and put it towards the draft. We currently are sitting on 6 bank stars for the upcoming draft. So we got 4 here. We can just straight up take all those 4, put them towards the draft. That'd give us 10 and a lot of ammunition to be aggressive and to get some studs in the 2011 NFL draft. But if we want to maybe mix and match, not spend all the stars, bank some, spend some, I'm going to give you guys all the options right now. And I will pin it in the comments section below so you guys can go ahead and vote. So the first couple upgrades are on the defensive side of the ball. We have TJ Heath, 64, and we could get Javier Arenas, the 2370 normal dev corner. Not a crazy move. He's not necessarily like height, weight, speed, or anything like that, but he would be, from a rating standpoint, obviously a clear upgrade as our 3rd corner. So there's something there. We also have on the linebacker side, Jonathan Casillas. It'd be a 3-point upgrade. They get former, well, at this point in time, hasn't won it yet, but a Super Bowl MVP of the Seahawks in Malcolm Smith at linebacker. Solid upgrade. You'd be a starter. You'd be able to go out there and develop and grow here, as he does still have a high ceiling. First upgrade on the offensive side of the ball would have us getting rid of one of our starters in Justin Forsett at running back to get in Dexter McCluster. Cluster is 2 years younger, 77 receiving back, so you can make the argument. He brings a lot of juice too, 92 speed, 96 acceleration, 95 agility, but very low carrying, but he's a pure out-and-out pass-catching back, which you can make the argument that is perfect for a Tom Brady offense. 82 catching, short route runnings, 80+, catching traffic almost in the 80s. Gives you some return ability, but it would cost this guy that's kind of emerged a little bit as like a no-name, holy, this guy's playing a lot better than his rating in Justin Forsett, who, if you're also, keeping checks and balances, you can make the argument a little bit more athletic of a running back, but I will showcase with you guys any potential upgrades. This is a community ran series. I would have picked Joe Hayden if I didn't let you guys vote, and you guys made the right decision there. So, if this is the direction you guys want to go, we'll go with it. And our last upgrade, I think, is the best one, and we're going to pay the price of slightly cheesing, as we would send AQ Shipley, our center, 69 overall, Pat McAfee show, and we would get Rodney Hudson, who is a 76. It would cost 7 of our 8 points. I feel like that 1 point that we'd be losing out would be the cost of doing business, of kind of not getting a like for like. But Rodney Hudson here, 76, hidden dev rookie lineman. Now, he is a left guard. However, in justifying how we should allow this to happen, here's Rodney Hudson's career. He has played center every year of his, he's listed as a guard, might have been drafted as a guard, but he played center his entire career. So I think we should be able to make this move. I will have to change his position to center, but I think this probably, I don't think there's any amount of cheese going into this, okay? This is like for like, making him his natural position. But to do, to make it a little bit fair, because we are still technically within the laws of the game cheesing, I would just write off that 1 point that's just going off into the universe there. Spend 6 over 7, get a position switch, and I feel like that's no harm, no foul. At the end of the day, we're breaking even. Those are your guys' options. Those are the player upgrades, or we could just outright bank those 5 stars and look towards the 2011 draft. Please let me know and vote in the comment section below. Love the feedback on episode 1. Sorry for the delay, even though I was completely out of my control, but we're back into a rhythm. We're back and rolling. And we're going to have this again. This is going to be the series that's going to be kind of the buffer between our rebuilds, because rebuilds take forever, especially those 20 rebuilds. Those take me 3 to 4 days to record. So being able to sprinkle in pink slips and have you guys enjoy it and have you guys interact with it the way you did episode 1, if we keep that going, we're going to have a great time here in Madden 25 Pink Slips. So that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to help out the channel, help out this series with the YouTube robots. You drop a like on the video, you comment on who we should go out and get and steal away from the Kansas City Chiefs. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya, have a good one.